Good morning, I'm Zach Zaror with Advantage PressurePro, the global standard and tire performance management solutions. I'm the commercial account manager here for PressurePro. I work with dealer and distribution from New York to California, selling into any type of commercial vehicle. So this would be your over-the-road tractors, trailers, your waste fleets, your box trucks, etc. What I'm here today to cover for you is the power of our MOAC2, which you would find in our catalog or standard configuration guide under LNK-202PD. This cable is a universal J1939 CAN install cable. You are able to take this cable, use it on anything for makes, models, years, etc. Anything that has 1939, everything 2007 and newer. But what I'm really going to highlight for you is the key components of this cable, what is required to make it work, and how it works with our link devices. So getting into that, you will see one end of our cable here fits into our link devices. This would be our link LT or our link HD, which would be found in our catalog or standard configuration guide under part numbers LNK-100 or LNK-101 respectively. This cable plugs into those devices. Going to the other end of this cable, you will see a bunch of blunt cut cables. Don't worry about that. We're going to pare this down to the 4 you need for your 1939 CAN install. The first one we're going to dive into is your ground and power. We know it's one of the two of the most important factors for a 1939 CAN install. You can see on our power cable here, which is our red cable, there's actually an inline fuse built into the cable. This should save you a step on the install. You will see our black cable, which is our ground cable. What you want to do is find a good ignition source and a solid ground power. I say ignition source because what that allows you to do is actually recycle the data you see off the gateway upon powering on and off the vehicle. This is just a good practice. It could have positive impacts. It's just always a solid practice to make sure you're resetting on the J1939 CAN network. So once again, by finding a solid ignition source and a solid ground, 12 volts, you're ready to rock and roll. Now we get into the green and yellow cables here. The green and yellow cables are going to be your CAN high and your CAN low. Your green is going to be your CAN low. Your yellow is going to be your CAN high. What these cables do is this is how you're able to access the J1939 network. The key component to any 1939 install, this would be your PeopleNet, your OmniTrax, your Geotabs, is to ensure that you're on the same network as a telematic. So I want to be real careful here and once again stress that every make, every model, every year could be slightly different. Your Freight is going to be different from your Volvo. Your Mack is going to be different from your Peterbilts, etc. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zone in on one example that we've actually run into, which is a 2019 Peterbilt install. You can see here that these two cables are blunt cut. What you're able to do with these cables is tie these into the J1939 splice pack. There are clips that you're able to get from your OE that are built specifically for that splice pack. Once again, truck OEs and or terminating resistor ports along this network are going to be fitted for those vehicles. This cable is built to work with those fittings on the vehicles. So what we're able to do is plug this into the proper CAN high and CAN low ports, which is, you're able to tell that from the splice pack itself. And we're able to test this using our pulse monitor. Once the pulse monitor is in drop-in hook mode, and it says no sensors on the bottom of the screen, you know you have the proper power and ground and the proper CAN high and CAN low communications. You're able to then go into your programming sequences to then see it on the telematics device. Once again, I just wanted to cover this cable for you. This is the cable that will be used going forward for your link devices. Not your link UR, but your link LT and your link HD. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help. We understand that once again, makes and models of trucks are different, but this cable should ease that for you. I'm Zach Zaror with Advantage PressurePro, the global standard in tire performance management solutions.